Last week has been busy, good, and tiring, so that's how my week has been. So this week's gonna be too. How's your past week been? When you say, wait, why'd you put a question mark after good and busy? Oh, is that what you meant by good and busy? So it's been better, but not too bad. Well, that's good. I would say that's good. Um, yeah, I don't know, I didn't really like how, um, 13 Reasons Why ended. I didn't like it. I didn't like that they made it the finale the most intense thing. I didn't like that. Made me cry several times. I don't like when things make me cry too many times. Oh yeah, I did say. I said good, busy, and then exhausted. That's what I said. I said all three of those. Exhausting. I mean, that's going to be how this week is going to be too. Honestly, I would not say good, busy is. I don't like being very busy. Where I don't feel like I can take breaks. I don't like that. Um, Good is fine, but being too busy where I feel like I can't take breaks, that's what I don't like. And that's what kind of busy it is this last couple of weeks have been. And this week's going to be like that too. Oh, hi, Mildred. Well, in general, I just didn't like the ending. I didn't like that it was like a funeral, then they made the darn thing intense, man. I didn't like that whole thing. I just wish they didn't do that. So, yeah. They did like the end of the series made me upset. I did not like it. It made me cry multiple times. I don't like having to cry at a finale. I understand crying, a good cry is fine, but this one was not a good cry. It was a upsetting cry because it was the ending was upsetting. I just didn't like how they did that. They should have like if they were gonna do it, they should have did like a two-part finale, not a finale where the whole thing is like you cry and then you get over it, then you cry again because yeah, no, I didn't like that. And I won't say that was not enjoyable. Oh yeah, and also I know you and Mildred know. Well, I'll just remind people on Wednesday, this Wednesday at 2 p.m. I will be doing my celebratory stream for reaching 1,800 subscribers, and that's subscriber only. And if you subscribe just to be nasty, that will be an immediate block. Because I'm not playing anymore with that. I'm sick of people disrespecting, like coming in, oh, let me subscribe to say something hateful, or telling me that that one troll person, whoever was, telling me they subscribed, and then when I said something they didn't like or something, they said they unsubscribed. So like that's an immediate block too. Um, Honestly, that one was good, Nick, because I think you were part of it. I don't remember who else. I'm not sure if Mildred was from that one. I don't remember. She might have been. Actually, I think she might have been. Yeah, it was her, me, you, and some other people. I don't remember who the other people are. That's because they're not regulars. Probably why I don't remember. They're not typically on this channel. Um, so the one, the one we first did, sorry, when we first did the topic, the first thing that comes to your mind, um, which is the verse. I don't remember. We did that a few months. No, we did it last year. I don't remember when was that May or was that? Hold on, I have it written down. Hold on a second. We did that the first time. don't know. So I'm looking through my I write it on sticky notes to make sure I don't repeat, try not to repeat topics. Why didn't I mark it? Freaking crap. I did not mark it on these sticky notes. I remember doing it. I just don't remember the date because I didn't mark the date on here. I normally do, which is odd. I didn't do it this time, that time. Oh, we did that on the, I think we did that on the 10th. We did that on the 10th of last year. Yeah, we did that on the 10th, we did that for the, anniversary of this channel. I think that's what we did it for. For some reason I thought we did it for a celebratory stream. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was, I forgot about Scobies. Oh yeah, you're right. Good memory. Yeah, see, I have so many things in my mind I can't remember. It's also normally people that are not regulars, I don't remember them as much. That's why I don't remember. That's why I don't remember because Hello Welcome is not a regular, doesn't typically come on here that often. Now you and Mildred do, and Scobie does. Even though this so far he's been more seldom, randomly. So yeah, I don't know. That was interesting though. I know. I feel like sometimes I don't know who. I feel like someone was actually thinking of their answer. You're not supposed to think. That was the point. Okay, but also, even though you weren't supposed to think, honestly, you had a better memory than me this time, Nick, which is actually impressive. Because you know my memory is typically on point. I just have a lot happening in my brain right now, so sometimes my memory is faulty. Typically, it's on point. So yeah, it's because it's probably extremely stressed at this moment. So yeah. So good. I'm glad you remembered that. But yeah. When people say said hi, I'm just no, I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm starting to norm people when they say said hi. I'm sorry. That's exactly what I'm starting doing. Because I don't like that phrase and I'm tired of it being said, so. Honestly, it don't, like I said, it's an impulse thing. That's what, I think the point of the exercise is an impulse thing. It's not, oh, let me think about it some. Um, that's because I like the impulsive side of it. Um, but yeah. Honestly, I doubt many people will be there. I don't expect it. Like, normally, I don't expect it. Like I said, impulsiveness and randomness works for that because that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be too serious. That's what another reason why I like it. Because I'm actually a very serious person, so um, but I let my impulsive side take control sometimes, so that's good. You said you knew it was unlikely it would happen on schedule. I know. I appreciate you for that. I do appreciate you for that because people that know me. Well, you also learned I don't like surprises. Like particularly surprises that I'm not expecting. Especially since you're one of my mods who is very consistent with what you do. I don't have to say anything. You just know to do it. Like it's almost like you're in my head and you know what I'm saying before I think it, even though it's not even true. But that's what it feels like. Because that's how on the ball you are when it comes to getting rid of the trolls, Nick. I appreciate you. I hope you know that, Nick. I really do appreciate you. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I think that sometimes I can't tell if someone is a troll or not, though, because sometimes some people respond just in emojis, which is why I can't tell if they're trolling or not. Well, I can tell also sometimes there are some people that respond to emojis, and then I respond to them, and then they respond back in words. So I know they're not a troll or a bot. But there are some people that just respond in emojis, so I'm like, I don't know if that's just how you respond, or are you a bot or something else. So I'll watch out for certain things, um, which I really hate that I have to do because you can't always tell, which is really kind of annoying. Can anyone tell me what a heart and a black cat means? Because I don't quite. Because I asked this person what it means when they wrote it on the comment section. I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? I swear I don't know what the hell that means. Like, oh hello. Um, yeah, I literally don't know what the heck that means. Can someone explain to me what that means? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I can't always tell what people mean by emoticons. Like, if you write words and then write emoticons, that's different. It's not the same as if you just write emoticons. I'm supposed to figure out what the heck you're saying to me. And let's be honest, people that write emoticons don't just typically just write emoticons. They actually use words at points. So I actually know more likely to know if they're human. But if you just use emoticon, I'm not gonna trust what you say. I don't know if you're playing with me or not. Can you please just say hi instead of push the said hi button? I really can't stand people. I really wish I could ban the said hi button on this channel. Back to what I was saying. Yeah. Okay, bye, Lilac. Yeah, no. Like, I really wish there was a button. I wish I could block the said hi button on this channel. I really can't stand. I really wish YouTube did not make that stupid button. Like, I really hate that bullshit. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I'm not. I really hate that crap. Because it makes it way too impersonable. All it tells me is that, but that has nothing, literally, Nick, that has nothing to do with but it had nothing to do with my content. So what the heck, that really doesn't make any sense to my brain. Because it was to one of my inspiring comments, and I don't understand what the hell that even means. Like, whatever. I'm just gonna ignore. If I don't get responsive, I'm just gonna ignore it. Like, I'm not saying anything else anymore. Um, and I'm not sorry for saying I don't like that said hi button. I don't give a fuck if anyone likes it or not. Um, yeah. One thing I'll say is I'm happy the channel's been getting that many trolls of late. That's the one thing I'll say about it. And the people that come on here to troll, that's funny for them because they were getting banned because I'm not dealing with I'm sick of trolls. Like, they get on my nerves. Like, they don't have nothing. You don't have nothing better to do. You can't just go do something else. Um, ex- You get me, Nick. See, exactly. Said hi makes it seem like you already said it, which you didn't already say because it. See, Mariah's trying not to go off a tangent because that button just pisses me off. I hate the reason I don't like the said hi. The reason I don't like the said hi button, it basically means it's telling you I have to say. I don't have to say nothing. First off, I can say hi. Yes, I typically say hi to people that are new to this channel if they say hi. But if they said hi, I literally try to ignore it because I don't like that button. And I'm not sorry. Maybe I'll write that in my comments. If you put said hi, I'm just gonna ignore you. Maybe I'll write that in my. I'm trying to figure out how I should write that in my rules because I really can't stand that during that thing. I can't stand that button. I really can't. Um, I like that one too. Hi, I'm new here. That's literally better than not gonna lie. That's better than freaking said hi. I'm sorry. Out of all the platforms, I would have never guessed YouTube would say said hi. What kind of shit is that? Like, okay, it's called pushing the said hi button is so to me it's impersonal. I'm not saying hi to you if you can push that button. And most people that know me and be on the channel enough know not to push that freaking button. Some of them do it to aggravate me and if I ignore you, it's not my fault. It's kind of your own fault if you said hi. typing the letters HI is, and pushing the set high button. Pushing the set high button is lazy. You can even probably speak the words HI into your phone and it will type it out. Like, I feel like YouTube put that button to make people lazy, and I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Um, Interesting. Also, it's interesting when I encounter new people on the channel. It's interesting to see. Sometimes read and listen to their opinions in the comments. It's interesting. Um, to when I learn like here's something. You said some trolls on other channels actually keep. Yeah, I know. Exactly. And then honestly, if someone kept doing that on this channel, I'll block. Like we've had people on the channel spamming it, and you told them to stop, and they didn't, and they got blocked. And I didn't, and I felt nothing for them when you did it either, because you were warned. Maybe I should put no spamming on my thing. That's another one to add if I haven't added that already. But being respectful is honestly, if to me, being respectful, if a streamer said not to do something, you continuously do it. In my opinion, if they ignore you, it's not really the streamer's fault. It's kind of your own fault because they warned you. Like if I say, and I want to say respect, if I told a particular viewer who watches all the time to stop putting said hi button and they do it every single time, if I ignore them, it's not my fault that they got ignored because I told you. That's my point. Yeah, some of these trolls do purpose, and they also some of them have like multiple accounts to spam particular streamer they are obsessed with or that want control over. Which, yeah, no. I'm just glad lately we haven't been getting too many trolls. Hopefully, it stays like that. I hope. I can't possibly know if that's gonna happen or not because this year is barely started. We're in February now, but still, um, last year and the last year was a lot, way too many trolls. It was actually insane. Hence why I have my celebratory streams subscriber only and my Saturday streams subscriber only because I'm not dealing with trolls if I don't have to. And I know people are like, oh, but it makes it harder for other people to access you. Well, it's not. I'm not trying to be mean. That's not really my fault. It's not something I want to do, but I'm not going to have someone ruin fun because they want to be a. I be nice. I'm trying to be nice. So I will. I do want to curse when I think of evil, hateful people. When someone is being a person who, being a vile person, come and interrupt the fun and me and my community is having because they want to be a Mariah, don't say that word. Okay, because I'm trying to control I really have a temper and I have a lot of foul language in my body most of the time, so I'm trying to control it. Well, I just think it's because remember, let's be honest, there was this one stream we had that was so celebratory, and that's when I decided let me make them sub only because we had somebody trolling on my celebratory stream, and that's when I decided to make it sub only for those celebratory streams because I think it's fair that the people that actually are subscribed and actually participate get access to it, and the ones that want to be shitty don't get access to it. Yeah, you've never seen my temper when it's unjustified. I probably have it unjustified, just not on camera. Um, yeah. Let's be honest, I've dealt with a lot in the last year and a half from on the channel from disrespectful ass people and racist and sexist and all the most of the ones you can have. Dealing with judgmental and people that think they know me when they don't actually know me. Yeah. That's the one thing I hate, dealing with people that think they know anything about me when they don't know a dang thing. Even like, let's be honest, even my mods and other people don't know everything about me. And one thing I will say about my mods, they don't judge me, but people that came in here for like a moment, second, 1 second or a few minutes, they think they know things that they have no idea about. Yeah. But I'm not going to let them destroy the way I view myself. Because I let that happen for way too long. And I think it's better to view myself in the way I think about myself than what other people have to say. Um, Thank you, Alexander. I'm gonna call you Alexander because it says M, but I don't know if you want me to call you that. Okay. Let's be honest. I let a lot of people stress me out, but doesn't mean one thing I learned while I'm teaching myself is when I feel stressed or upset to watch something that will make me laugh because it actually affects how my mood. It changes my mood to a better mood. So that's this new thing I've been trying for myself. So yeah. Yeah, they do think that. We also know that we've noticed that with several people we've had to encounter on this channel. It's just ironic because I swear I remember when I first started the channel, I was like, I'm never getting in trouble. I was wrong. I thought it depended on how big your channel was, the hate you get. But obviously, I realized that's not even the case. I thought, oh, no one can actually really. I shouldn't say no one was going to care about the channel. I just didn't think it'd be to the point where I think it's probably because it hit internationally. Um, because it's gone international, like not just in the States, it's around the world, different places around the world. Um, that's why more trolls are unfortunately breaching this channel. It's good and bad because I mean I'm glad it has more reach, but I don't like the trolls though. Well, I honestly I'm learning. I'm still learning who I am because I let a lot for most of my life a lot of people's opinions color how I viewed myself, which is not a very great thing, but it's true. Well, I only honestly comedy is not my. I don't hate comedy, but it's not the thing I go to. It's not my go-to thing. I like mystery. It's my favorite. Mystery and suspense. Suspense is my favorite mood and my favorite stuff to watch. Because it just is always really kind of has been. I don't comedy out of genres. I probably pick horror to be last, comedy before horror. I would never pick. My point is, I'd not pick. I mean, horror would be the last choice. Like if that was all the genre, if all the genres were unavailable, I'd have to choose horror. But and I hate horror, by the way. It's just because I just don't like it. And it's not all. I shouldn't say I hate all horror. There are certain horrors I just will not watch. I just can't do it. I can't. I don't care if I'm a grown adult now. That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with I just don't get how people like being scared. I don't like being scared. It's not a thing I like. It's not fun. Um Thrillers, I like thrillers. I don't know if thrillers and suspense go together. I definitely don't like I said, don't like definitely not watching the. I saw the trailer for Scream. Hell no, I'm not watching no Scream 7. It was way too gory. I was like, what the. I don't like too much gore, which is ironic because I watch a lot of true crime. It's not gory, but let's be honest, Nick, you don't count because you already know. You don't count on this because you already knew you'd say that about horror because you like horror. So you don't count on that topic, okay? I'm not saying your opinion doesn't matter, but you don't count because you already. Let's be honest, you're an exception to the rule. So that's why I say you don't count on that part. Um, yeah, no. Honestly, I feel like if I got to make my own decision, maybe I would have liked horror. But because I didn't get to make my own decision when it came to watching horror for the first time, I don't know. I can't say if I would have liked horror if I got to watch it on my own. But being forced into watching it when I was terrified of whatever was on the thing, that's not the same. So I feel like people that watched it because they chose to do it, it might be different about how you think about horror. But for me, because when I was little, I didn't get a choice to if I watched that or not. I had to either watch it or go somewhere I didn't want to go. And this was during the summer, but that's not the point. I was a child. And in my opinion, I think that should have been. I think the children's choices should have been taken into account in that regard. Um, yeah, because there's still stuff I can't watch this day, and I still will never watch it ever. Like even thinking about it actually scares me. And no, of course I'm a grown adult, but That's not nothing to do with that. There are certain movies I have watched, but one thing I know what makes a movie scary is the freaking music. It's for real. It's because the music makes you anticipate what the hell's coming. Um, like that's what I wish if they didn't make the music scary, I feel like the movie wouldn't be scary. Like that is what makes a movie scary. Like when I was a kid, I used to think Carrie was scary. Of course, now I don't. As watching it as an adult, I don't think that movie is scary. Sixth Sense, I'm never watching that. Hell with that. I will never watch that crap ever. And I really don't like Chucky. That hell with both of those. I can't watch those. Yeah, no. I literally have. When I think about them, they actually make me scared. Because I saw both of those as a child, and yeah, no. Mm-mm. Like I don't care. Nobody says you should not let a child watch that if they say they don't want to watch it. Now, if you want to watch it, whatever, that's your choice. But I didn't have a choice in when I wanted to watch. The option was either watch it or you have to go somewhere else. So I wanted to go in another room I didn't want to go in. So I forced myself to watch it, which was a bad idea. So because I had trauma from that, which is insane because like 20 something years later, but still. For me, honestly, I because I've done when I watched them one time, I watched a horror movie. Okay, I've watched different horror movies, but not as scary as others. But if I turn the music off, I'm not as scared because I'm not anticipating nothing. Because I know the scariest movie I ever watched was I don't know. I watched a movie in college. It's called The Honey in Connecticut. My best friend is she's interesting. She likes horror. I hate horror, first off. That movie actually didn't scare me, which is ironic because you would think it would scare me. And it was based on a true story, which makes it even worse, actually, Connor. It makes it way worse, actually. Because this guy, he had cancer. And so he ate this apple. I swear that was like, I'm not gonna lie. When you're in college and they like, because you're thinking like, well, at least particularly in this situation, we had apples too. And there were apples that were the same exact color as the darn apple the kid bit into. So I was like, yeah, I'm not eating. I also don't eat red delicious, so I don't really care for that anyways. But he ate into a red delicious apple, and there was like this black stuff inside. And I don't, honestly, I'm not sure exactly what the hell the black stuff was, because it wasn't rotten. So they were trying to say it was his chemo medication doing that. It was no damn chemo, nothing. That shit was not what that was. It's because the house he was in, because he found out later when it burned down and whatever, that because bodies started coming out the wall, the person who I think owned it or something put the bodies in, killed people and put them in the wall. So all the spirits and crap that was in the house was happening because there was multiple. I think the guy was a serial killer or that or a bodies during I don't know what the hell he did, but it was weird. So the house burned down and all these bodies started coming out the wall. This thing was I remember after it was over, my best friend was like she was telling me and my sister we need to go check her room and I'm thinking, why do we gotta check your room? When you're the one that said you wanted to watch this movie and you said it wasn't you like horror, so I'm thinking in my head, like, shouldn't the two people that like don't like horror be the ones that are scared and saying you should come check our room? I'm just saying. Which is ironic because it's interesting because I wouldn't think she'd been scared of that. But I guess if you go from, maybe because she was, I don't know. I watched this Polaroid, that shit was scary too, man. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I don't mind watching scary movies if I'm gonna have my light on. I'm not doing no dark shit because that's when someone comes and scares the hell out of you when you start screaming. That's not a thing I like. I don't like when I'm in the dark and I possibly someone come my freaking room or like imagine if I had well actually I don't when I'm watching things I don't have the door open typically so that's fine. Yeah, because I told my former coworker you should watch this movie called The Polaroid because she likes horror movies. Ryan no, not really. I can watch horror, but I need to make sure it has to be the right setting. So it needs to be either daytime or I can put my light on. If one of those options is on, if none of those options is possible, I won't be watching those scary movies. I watched that movie, The Eye. Yeah, that crap was some. Oh, that one was the one with Jessica Alba. I've watched scary movies. I don't like scary movies, like especially if I'm alone. That's a thing. And I have watched scary movies alone, and yeah, that did not go. I forgot. I don't know. I just don't like them. Yeah. See, I'm a, like there are certain like ones where it's like nighttime. See, and then I remember after I watched the Polaroid, it was quite funny. My coworker brought in a Polaroid, and I was like, "Yeah, you can't be taking no picture." I told her, "Yeah, you can't take a picture of me. I need you to like not put that near me because I just saw that movie, and then it's interesting. I didn't know she was bringing in a Polaroid. It was just kind of funny because I just watched that movie called The Polaroid, and that thing was not even. That shit was crazy, man." That like if you watch them, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to like get rid of all your equipment that's from the older times. 'Cause I can't be having that. But the reason why it's crazy because the movie, well, if you want, wait, I don't know if anyone wants to watch it, so I may not. I'm not gonna talk about tell you the. It's intense though, and if you know why you would, if you watch the movie, you'll know why I said don't take a picture of me, cause there's a reason why I said that. You like scary movies? Don't most guys like scary movies though? I think my ex likes scary movies. Hell with that. Hell with people like scary. I don't get it. I don't quite understand. Is it because they like being scared, or is it because? Yeah, I don't quite understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I guess they would call Final Fantasy a horror movie. But I like Final Fantasy because and Final Destination. I'm talking. My dad. Final Fantasy is a game. My bad. Said the wrong thing. Final Destination. I watched the first one. That man, it went from. Man, I'm sorry. The main character, the first one died stupidly. That was some dumbness. I was like, what is this garbage? I just remember because in the second one, you find out he died by getting hit by a brick. Oh, everyone else died violently. Everybody besides Claire died violently, and I'm thinking, yeah, because I'm just saying, most people don't like being scared. Like. Being scared for fun, whatever, but being scared when you don't have to be scared is like kind of insane to me. Wanting to do that, like, because the reason why is because I won't want to be scared also because I already have anxiety. Why would I want to be further scared and mess my nervous system up even more? But yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh yes. Oh yeah, I watched this really good movie. Yesterday or Saturday. It was either yesterday or Saturday. It was either yesterday or Saturday. It was called the Thursday Murder Club. Murder Club. That thing was that was freaking brilliant. It's I think it's based off a book, but it's really good. I ain't telling you what it's about because then you won't watch it and then you'll be like, yeah, Mariah gave all the clues away. Yeah, no. If you want to watch it, look it up. It's on. I was watching on Netflix. Yeah, so that I thought that was a really good movie. Um, I like things when it comes. I like when people solve murders because like I like when people get their justice. It's another reason why I like true crime because of that reason. That is the main reason I like true crime. I like people getting their justice. I hate when people don't get their justice. Me and my dad are very similar with that. We both get pissed when people get these bullshitting. I'm sorry, they get some bullshitting sentences for murdering people. I'm thinking that's ridiculous. Like I don't actually think that's ridiculous. I get mad and like probably cursing more, which is understandable because I don't like people getting away with the crime they've done. Like that's not no, that's not okay, not in my eyes. But I guess in the law's eyes, they just let anything happen to other people, and they don't give a shit until it happens to them. I'm just saying. You love when movies end with a twist, right? Huh? At the end. No, I don't. Wait, do you mean like as a twist, as in it's to be continued, or do you mean as in like it actually wraps up the end? Please tell me you don't mean like a cliffhanger, because I really that's the one thing I hate when a movie or like the movie Salt, man. The movie Salt, man. That movie, I was so pissed. It was a really good movie. I don't know why they didn't do a freaking second one, man. I was so pissed. Because the way they ended, you know there was a second one. I forgot why they said she didn't do a second one. But I really liked that movie. Oh, as it wraps up, I love that. Actually, I do love that. You're right. That's actually brilliant because that happened with a lot of. That's why I like the shows I like. That's why I like Pretty Little. It was not who you. Honestly, when I watched, because when I watched it, like I had to watch it several times. I watched it a few times because like trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out when Spencer and the other girl would switch places, but they show it. But then it's weird because you wouldn't. It's actually freaking brilliant how they had. I think they picked a really good character for her to picked her a dual character. That was pretty cool because you wouldn't suspect her to I was gonna say, oh yes, you wouldn't expect. I wouldn't have suspected it to be Spencer having a twin and like them being split up at birth and all this mess. I wouldn't have guessed that because they made it seem like the whole series. They made it seem like it's someone else after them, but it wasn't. It was her own twin. But then she figures out later, oh, I didn't know I had a twin. Like I don't even know. The one thing I don't know, did Melissa know that she had a twin this whole time? I'm not certain. For example, when a movie where someone dies at the end and it turns out they honestly actually I love those kind of movies. Like when I agree. I understand what you meant. Nick, you didn't have to explain. I figured what you meant. You mean it's when it's something you expect. You basically it's an outcome you would never think that would happen. I get what you're saying. Like they definitely got to have a. They definitely got to have a household. They have to have another housemaid because like the way it ended is you could tell there's supposed to be a second one. Like I'm sorry, it's kind of like when I watched the first Simple was a Simple Favor. I knew it was gonna be a second one. I knew it. Like if they don't have I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna lie. They better not take a whole 10 years or 20 years to make another sequel. I hate when they do that. They did that with Freaky Friday, and then they did that with they've done that. They're doing that with Devil Wears Prada too. It's coming out May. I don't understand why you wait 20 years to bring the darn. That's so stupid though. Like I think it's stupid. I didn't watch Freaky Friday the Freakier Friday. I didn't watch that because why would I want to watch something that many years after? Why didn't they just do it like a couple years after? Why'd they wait so long? I don't get it. And don't say they were busy with life. Obviously, we know that. But the one movie I wish they had done the second one too was Parent Trap. I wanted to see what would have happened if they like grew up, got older. What would have happened? Would they still have switched places, or would they had, even though they grew, well, they found each other, two sisters. What happened? What happened to them as they grew up? I wish I could have saw that now. I think that would have been cool to see. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch I didn't watch the first one. Not really, honestly, I'm not really into fashion like that, so yeah, didn't watch the first one. Although I really, wait a second, I'm mixing them up. Hold on. Let me check, because my brain is mixing up Meryl Streep and Glenn Close. I'm not sure which one was in the movie. Don't judge me for anyone though. Well, actually, technically, you can judge me, whatever, because I told you I didn't watch it, so technically it's not really a judgment. I can't remember. I know it's one of the two. Let me look. Let's see. No, that's not what I meant to put in. Let's see who it is. Is it Glenn Close or Meryl Streep? Meryl Streep, that's who it is. I wonder if Meryl Streep's character is going to be in Only Murders in the Building. Wait, this is going to be the 6th season? My brain's getting like, yeah, I think it's going to be the 6th season. Yeah. These days, movies and TV shows are taking a lot. I don't quite understand that. Particularly I'm just saying the ones that that need sequels. I don't understand why you made the original in like or whatever the remake or whatever it was. If it was an original made in like 2000 something, like 2000 early 2000s, why you wait till like 2020 like 2020 something to turn make another one? Like why would you do that? Because that means all the kids who watched it and the people who probably were teenagers or kids are now grown up. Well, why would you do that? Like, you should just let them see it when they were like a few years later after. Like, but I don't get it. I don't get that. I think Freaky Friday came out like, I mean technically the remake of Freaky Friday, because I didn't realize that the one that Lindsay did wasn't the first one. See, when I didn't know that, I feel bad. I guess some remakes I would watch because I didn't know they were remakes technically. Like, they didn't know Parent Trap was a remake. I did not know that either. And I never actually watched the originals of them. Now, Still Magnolias, I never saw the original one. I saw the one with all the black cast. I didn't know there was a white cast. I'm sorry, not to be rude. I'm being serious. I mean, I learned later that there was one. Um, but also I wasn't born. I don't think. I'm not sure if I was born when the original. Not sure if I was born when the original. Freaking. I don't think I might not have been born when the original Sweet Magnolias came out. I don't think I was. You think they do that to explore? Or my brain is trying to think out that word. Hold on. Dang on my brain. Why are you blanking right now? My brain can't say your word. Sorry, the word you wrote, I can't. It won't let me say it. It does this sometimes for the older generations. I can't. For some reason I can't say that N word, even though I know how to say it. My brain won't allow me to. It does this sometimes. New seasons of shows are now taking 2 to 3 years to release them. The only show that I know that's been releasing regularly is, well, maybe a couple of shows I know. Only Murders in the Building has been regular, and the show called what's that other show I watch? Reasonable Doubt. Now, Tell Me Lies. It's because of that, right? Sometimes for those three shows, it's because of the writer's block. Why one of them might have had a couple years in between them because of that writer's strike that happened back in 2023, I think. So it pushed everything off. I think that show was affected by it. I'm pretty certain. Yeah. I think certain. I don't know if all of them were like that, but I'm pretty sure some like movies and TV shows were affected. But yeah, can't wait to start doing my freaking art again. I really need a break from doing this work, but I gotta get it done. So should be done by next week. I mean, helping people I like doing, but art is just not one of my passions, so I miss doing it. But I know when I'm doing a job, that takes priority over anything. That's my passion. That's how I have my priorities always in order, so always been like that. I didn't forget about it because there were certain things I wanted to watch, so that's why I didn't forget. I was thinking, why is my show taking forever to come back? And certain shows got, oh, I can't remember. I feel like some of the shows I watched got affected by that, where they stopped writing them. Like they decided. I think that happened with FBI. Yeah, that was part of the FBI. That show, the Rookie FBI or whatever. Oh, sorry, the Rookie Feds. That show got canceled because of that writer's block. Man, that was a good freaking show. The project I'm doing is fine. It's not a hard project. It's just it takes a while because enough I have to do. Over halfway done, so that should be done by sometime next week. For jobs I do for freelancing, I always keep the client's information private. So that's all I'm gonna say about what I said. I think it's important to keep my work and my YouTube separate. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Honestly, work always should come first in regards to work over passion or passion over work. Some people do passion over work, but also some people's job, some people's passion is their job. So I guess it's that too. I'm curious to see who I'm curious to see if the three people that like that posted about when the celebratory stream is going to be, are they going to be coming to the live stream? I'm curious because people like things all the time. People say things all the time, but they don't actually. The people that follow through, I respect. I don't respect anyone that doesn't follow through what they say. Because when someone says something and they don't do what they say they're going to do, I don't trust them. That makes me lose trust in people. No, also, no one said you. And also, one thing I'll say is, no one says you have to admit to something. The point is, I would never say I'm gonna do something for sure if I don't know that. Um, like if no one, wait, your job's not your passion. I'm surprised. Honestly, I thought your job was your passion because the way you talk about it, I thought it would be your passion, Nick. Um, honestly, the way I look at things now is I expect the worst, so if better than what I expect come. Um, you sound like most people. Um, wait, how come you can't just freelance? Is it not? Isn't it not profit? Is it not? Is it feasible? Is it the word? Feasible. That's the right word. Because the way you talk about what you're doing, you sound like you know what you're talking about. So that's why I say that. Or is it easier to from where you are, what country you live in? Sorry, the country you live in. Is it easier to work for someone than to work for yourself? Well, I should say work in a way you want to work. Cause what I should say. You said you wouldn't be able to survive on freelance only. I guess I understand that. Yeah, and actually I do understand that because I can't survive on freelancing only, which is why I need a little job on top of freelancing. I just hope whatever job I get is not. I hope what I did last time when I was freelancing and doing my job. I hope I don't burn myself out like I did that time because that's what I did in the past. Had burned myself out. I would work a full time job, and whenever I got freelancing opportunities after that, if I was working still, which I was at the time, I would do those and I would be exhausted and burnt the heck out and be knocked out sleeping when I'm done. Like, I'd be done at like, I do a certain amount each day and I'd be exhausted. You said you would do 50% freelancing and then a fixed. Honestly, I think that's a good idea. You could do that. That sounds good. That sounds feasible. So yeah. I hope my, um, I hope my ex is doing good because this is his first day of his new job. I'll have to ask him later how his first day went. So yeah. Like, oh, that's what you're doing now? That's epic. Oh, I'm sorry. My brain did not read that right. I read it as in, I'm so stupid. I read that as in you said you would do that. My brain did not read it right. Sorry, Dick, my bad. And then you said that's what you actually do. I said it could work, which it means I wasn't paying attention fully, I guess. I guess my brain was not. Let's be honest, I think my brain is just tired because I've been nonstop doing things with this freelancing job. I take breaks, but my body's like, Mariah's not enough rest, but I need to finish this job, so. Yeah, I'm sure he did fine. Probably just, I don't know. First days, I feel like, well, at least when I had my first day, I was thrown right into the job, but that's not the same thing. It's also a job with kids, so you kind of don't get a chance to like settle in on the first day, really, kind of thing. Well, actually, no, you get to. Well, frequently, actually, no, my first day at my one job, I already started one because I had I had two different ones. I did where I was working. Both jobs I was working directly with kids, but the second part of it, I got to watch because it was a completely different setting, so I had to watch and see, and then I got into it. Kind of like I guess most people when they first start, they see what's happening and then they get into it. But yeah, I don't know. I hope one day I'll have a new job because I'm tired of not having a job now. So, no, if I'm tired. So yeah, yeah, I don't know. I feel depressed at myself at times. Like Yeah, but I still keep going. I don't let it make me give up. Um, Even though financially I wish I was doing better, way better than I am. Being almost out of money is not fun. Hence why I wish more people would buy my art, but that doesn't seem to be a thing. Sometimes I almost want to give up on making art. Um, yeah, I can't really tell you that because I don't know how to explain it because in a way that most people would understand. I know what I want to do because what the job I have in mind makes sensibility to me, but it makes sense. Most people don't get it if they're not in my head, which most people aren't in my which everybody is outside of my head, so they won't get it. My sister actually might get it, and my mom. Well, the people that are actually in my physical life, they get it because they're around me and they've been around through all my stuff. People that never been around me don't really won't ever get it. Like I don't think people that just know me by through the channel, I don't think they'll understand what I want to do because they're not physically here. So yeah. Uh, uh, that was a good question though. We hope the darn snow melts so the sidewalks will be clear. So I don't have to clear them, but I have to work. Me and my mom will have to clear those sidewalks. But hopefully at least melt some, because I'm tired of. I'm just glad it didn't snow on Saturday, because we thought it was gonna snow here on Saturday. That would have been a mess. Um, yeah, it would have been a problem. Definitely gonna do some more freelancing stuff after this stream because I want to get this done sooner than later. I definitely know I'm gonna be done before deadline. And that's always the priority, being done before deadline, but also being accurate. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's what my ex is doing. He has a his job is a construction job. I hope it went well because I don't know how I don't honestly I know nothing about construction, so I don't know. But I'm proud of him. Um, and I bet people. Okay, I'm pretty certain people are like, why do you care about how he's doing? Because I'm his friend. That's why. Even though people are like, oh, you can't be friends with your ex. I can be friends with who I want to be friends with. Not That's not up to you. Yeah. As well, I just hope he had a good day. Is all. I mean, I know nothing about that. I just want to have. I want to be able to survive in this world, and that's what my parents want for me. They said that's the one thing they said to me. They always say, Mariah, we just want before we're gone, we want to know that you can survive on your own. Like if something is to happen to us, and I agree with them. I want to know I can survive on my own if something is to happen to them, even though of course, in my head, I really never want something bad to happen to them. Ever want anything to happen to them, but unfortunately, I can't control that. Because if it was up to me, they would never die, because I don't want them to. I just don't want them to. Yeah. Mm-mm. Well, honestly, I don't know if it's a good field to work in. It sounds very labor intensive, like very. When I say it's labor intensive, of course, I'm not talking about just labor. I'm talking about it sounds like it's stressful and also like your body be extremely sore at the end of the day. But maybe that's just a thought I have. I don't know. I just know there's certain jobs I could never do. Yeah, definitely that would be one of them. I can't do things that are. I can't do things that would trigger my emissibility, and that's one of those jobs that would do that for me, where I have to hear every single sound on the road. That I could not do that, and that's a no. Um, Honestly, my that's not my biggest goal. My goal is not just to be financially independent. I just want to be able to. I want my parents to be able to see me happy before they die. That's my main goal. Because I don't think my parents have ever really seen me happy, and that's one of my goals. That's one of my goals for that. I know that's one thing that they want for me too, to be able to, because they don't really see me happy either, and I feel that's what I think. I think parents deserve to see their children happy, um, even though I know not every parent gets to see that. So yeah. Um, any questions? Honestly, I don't think it's a. I wasn't trying to beat your goal because I don't think I because I know from personal experience I always compare myself to my sisters. I've always done it. I don't think you should compare your goal to my goal. It's just I want that because I think my parents deserve that because they raised their children and they want the best for their child. So I think that's another reason I want them to see be happy before they die. Which I hope that's like 30 something years off because I can't bear it if it's around the corner. So hopefully that's a good amount of time off because I don't want it to be anytime soon. Because I think it actually, no, I don't think, I know it'd break my heart. And I don't know if I could put it back together if that happened. Yeah. Honestly, I'm career focused, but I don't have a career right now. I am career focused because I need to be able to provide for myself, but um, my life is not going the way I expected. Honestly, if I would have said to my younger self, what would you be doing? Like if I was a teenager still, and I want to say, what would I be doing 20 years from now? Which means I would be 30, but that's 4 years away. I would never say, Mariah, you wouldn't be doing anything. If I said to myself, oh, you wouldn't be doing nothing, you'd just be sitting on your ass doing nothing, I'd laugh at myself because it sounds funny. It does sound funny. Um, it sounds actually pathetic. Um, the one thing I do hope to have also before my parents die, which I hope, like I said, is decades away from now, is have a career, be stable, be able to be on my own, be happy, like be independent. Of course, visit them, but and visit my siblings. Um, but that they don't have to feel like they have to take care of me and everything. But yeah, yeah. Honestly, there's no such thing as favors. Let's be honest. Everything I've gotten is not based on no favor. Most things I've gotten, I had to work my ass off to get. Um, Actually, everything I've gotten, I've had to work my ass off to get. Nothing has been given to me freely. Um, every opportunity I've had, worked my ass off to get. Um, didn't give up. Those two things are the reason why I've gotten as far as I have. Even right now, doing this YouTube channel, working my ass off got me to this point. Um, but the point is, I feel like if I didn't work my ass off and try hard, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't even be alive. That's probably true. Some people get more favors than others. Some people don't get any favors. Um, I don't think I've ever gotten any favors, so and I will say that, yeah. Do I let that stop me from working my ass off? No. Do I keep trying? Yes. Even when I gotta give up? Hell yes, I do. Um, my disabilities have taught me good work ethic can get you where you want to get, and like it's the one thing I know. And to me, if I get complimented on my work ethic by my own family and outside of family, it tells me that what I'm doing is working. I know working my ass off will get me eventually back to where I want to get to. I don't think I'll be in this state forever. I just happen to be in it at this moment. Do you have any questions, Nick? Because since you only want to see uh my chat. I don't know if she's there because it doesn't. I don't see her in my chat, so I don't know. See, I didn't know she was there. See, you figured out she was there. I didn't know because I could only see who was chatting. Do you have any questions, Mildred? No, that's because you have like some weird senses or something. Some weird like sixth sense. And not the movie. I hate the movie, so don't let's talk about the movie. I'm talking about you have some weird sixth sense that you knew some kind of thing where you knew she was here. Ew. I don't even like saying that word sixth sense. Ugh, I hate that. It just makes me think of that movie, and I hate that movie so much. You're a vehicle. Sort of faint. I wish I could just turn my freaking ears off. Because my misophonia beep it really pisses me off so bad. So I'm assuming neither one of you had any questions. Trying to see. Okay. And also a reminder, remember, on Wednesday is the celebratory stream at 2 p.m. Eastern. Reminder. Um, honestly, honestly, my the key to survival wasn't my positive attitude. It's my work ethic. That's my key to survival. Well, thanks everyone for watching. See those who come to my celebratory stream on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.